Welcome back to Magic Tarot Cards. It's Jasmine with a 7-card spread. This is going to be for Gregory McMichael. I believe I'm saying his name right. The man that killed, one of the men that killed Ahmaud Arbery. Okay, so I asked the cards, what was he thinking? Was this premeditated? What might be his final outcome? And, just questions like that. First, I'd like to say this video is not made for kids. If you're under the age of 18, please click off now. This channel is my brand. You do not have permission to copy it in any way, shape, form, or fashion. I am claiming the freedom of rights speech for this video. And also, I'm not a doctor or a therapist. I am a psychic tarot card reader. I do tarot card readings. Always follow your doctor's advice before you follow mine. Okay? Yeah. Now let's get started. And then you can just read the disclaimer down on the bottom, okay? Anyway, let's get started with the first card. So here we have the Four of Cups. Okay, so as I was shuffling and asking the spirit guides about him, about his thoughts, I see that they already have been watching Ahmaud for a while. Because Ahmaud was basically running the same route all the time. People knew him down that route. They knew, that he went through there all the time. And so I do hear that Gregory was talking about Ahmaud, about like following him or watching him. He had other people involved in it. And I feel like someone gave him advice, and he refused that advice. Because here he is sitting underneath the tree. I feel like someone gave him advice about what to do, because I see that Gregory was complaining about Ahmaud a lot. Coming through there, he didn't like it. And someone gave him advice, but he did not accept the advice. He wanted to go on his own path and chase him, follow him, and confront him. Okay, so here we have the Four of Pentacles. Again, I'm seeing Gregory McMichael here. I hope I'm saying his name right, y'all. I feel like he's a man, he was a man smart in business, but not smart in other ways. He did have money, but he was tight with his money as well. You see how the man is stepping on the coins. So that shows that he was tight with his money. I do feel like he paid. Now, the cards are suggesting, this aren't my personal thoughts and feelings, but the cards are suggesting that he had other people working for him. And I feel like the cards are saying that he might have paid someone to watch Ahmaud or follow him or something like that. Okay, because the reason I say that is because here is the Page of Wands. So this is about news coming in. A fax, a message, or something coming in. So I'm seeing that someone had texted him that morning that Ahmaud was jogging, running. Someone had texted him and told him, hey, he's out there jogging. This is the person that he had paid to watch. So the cards are suggesting that he paid someone to watch him, to let him know when Ahmaud was out there running. So they jumped in their truck, started following him. I'm also seeing that there was a third party that was filming it, recording it, and he worked for them as well. He worked for Gregory as well. So this was already thought out and planned out. They had somebody in the back recording it as they were attacking Ahmaud. So all this was premeditated, already planned out and thought out. Okay. Now, as the story goes, they attacked him, but it did not prove successful, not for Ahmaud or for them, because this is the double-edged sword. It shows that you can have either victory if it's in the upright or no victory in the reverse. And for them, it fell in the reverse because even after they ambushed, because they literally ambushed Ahmaud, that did not prove successful for them because it led to Ahmaud's death, because here's the death card, but it also led to their arrest, okay? Which is good because now they're finding out, a lot of things about this Gregory person that, he wasn't on the up and up, arresting all these people. When he was working for law enforcement, he wasn't credited. So they're finding out more and more about him. So all his actions turned against him. And now he's in more trouble than he was for even killing them all, because he wasn't certified or credited or whatever it was that he was supposed to be during that time when he was in law enforcement. So now I see that he's, in trouble for other things as well. Okay, and I do see this woman that was speaking on him the other day saying that she didn't know, I guess someone that worked there, that she didn't know that he wasn't credited or licensed or whatever, which is a bunch of crap. She knew. Okay, so now the energy from these cards is very heavy, and it's making me feel like there's something weighing heavy on my chest, and like I'm having trouble breathing, because I'm feeling the energy of Ahmad, and I'm also feeling the energy of this man, Gregory. Okay, so anyway, his journey to follow Ahmad was unsuccessful because it led to his arrest, it led to Ahmad's death, and now more things are popping out again on him. So here we have the death card. So this is literally Ahmad's death, transformation, moving, from one place to another. So that is exactly what it led to. But I also feel like they already had that planned, because they brought their guns. Why else would they bring their guns? He was just one young man, and there was 3 of them, 2 on the truck and then the one that was filming. So why would they bring their guns? They were 2 big men. This Ahmad was a young boy. Okay, he was slender and small. So 3 people could have outweighed him without guns. So why bring a gun? Because it was premeditated. They already had it planned to kill him. Okay, and that's what the court has to prove, that it was premeditated and they already had the plan, to get rid of him. They had been watching him for at least a week or so. Okay, so I asked the cards for the final outcome. I want to know what the final outcome is. So I am seeing, now here we have the 2. I'm going to do another one on this later because the energy is so horrible in here. I'm going to have to let this go. Here we have the 2 of Wands. The 2 of Swords. Now this is when there's a person that's at a crossroads. Okay, don't know which way to turn, what to do. They're literally blindfolded. The water in the back is murky and not smooth, so it's stormy. Okay, so I do feel like in the beginning the court system is going to be that way, but then it falls in the reverse. So I feel like they're already going to make a decision. I asked the final outcome, so they're going to make a decision, and it's not going to be a good one for Gregory. I kind of do feel like there will be some court people in Gregory's favor, just for the simple fact that he used to work for law enforcement, and I think a lot has to play in with prejudice, and they'll be on his side instead of Ahmad's side. Sorry I have to say that, y'all, but I'm only telling you what the cards are saying. Okay, I do feel a lot of it was prejudice, So anyway, this is going to end this is a union here. So for him, there's not going to be a huge union with the court system. I feel like they are going to sentence him to something. I'm going to have to do another reading on this to see, because I didn't pull enough cards. But he will be judged for something here. It won't come out the way he thinks it's going to come out. He thinks he's going to be vindicated. But he's not going to be vindicated. I do see like he'll have to serve some kind of time, maybe some jail time, prison time, or if they decide to let him go, maybe house arrest or something like that, which would be horrible. It'd be a horrible injustice. He needs to serve life in prison or the death penalty for what he did to that young boy. I don't care what anybody else thinks. If you're prejudiced, not prejudiced, whatever, what he did was wrong. Okay, this was the same thing like the Trayvon Martin case where Zimmerman just took the law into his own hands and killed him. these men did the exact same thing. But I felt like they were premeditated. It was already premeditated. They had it planned out. They had been watching him for a while. So they had every intent to do away with him. They had every intent to do away with him. It was already in their mind to go ahead and do away with him next time they caught him coming down that street or saw him. It was in their mind. This is what the cards suggest, y'all. This is not my own personal thought and feelings. It doesn't come from what I think or from what I feel. I'm just telling you what the cards are telling me, okay? This information may be true, may not be true, but I've never been wrong with my cards, okay? And there's always a first time for everything. I've been a tarot card reader for 30 years, and I've never had anyone tell me that I was wrong. Okay, so this is what the cards suggest. This energy is really horrible in here, so I'm going to let it go. I'm going to probably do another one as this case goes on. I myself want justice for Ahmaud. It's time that these type of crimes stop. Okay, because these type of crimes are committed on black people all the time, and especially black males that are innocent, not doing nothing, minding their own business. It's time for this to stop. And I feel like Ahmaud is saying, he's literally speaking, saying that if his death had to lead for there to be some type of change, then so be it. Because he always wanted to make a change anyway. So he's saying that if it had to be for him to die just to make that change in the world, then so be it. Okay? Because he wants to be the person to make that change. He strongly believed in making things change for the better, for the sake of his people. Okay? So there has to be a beginning somewhere where things start to change, and there is justice for all these senseless, things that are happening to these young people. It's ridiculous. Okay? So at some point, something has to be done and something has to change. Because this cannot keep going on and on. I feel like if there isn't no justice in this case, I feel like the people are going to riot. It's going to be huge and bad. And a lot more people will get hurt. Because this is going to make everybody very angry. If this man gets off, if Gregory gets off and doesn't spend any jail time or whatever, I feel like it's going to cause a huge riot and people are going to be angry and then more people are going to be hurt. There's got to be some type of justice here. Okay? So I'm going to end this video here and I'll do another one as time goes on with this. All right? Thanks for watching, y'all. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you comment, tell me what you want to hear, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.